This is the Belgian Army 2-man dome tent. Let's open it up and see what we got inside. Okay, so as you can see, what we have here is the outer on the end there with the camouflage, the inner, a bag full of poles, and then we've got 12 pegs. Just check these things out. These are proper military spec. They're actually a lot lighter than they look. You're not going to break them. So as you can see, the instructions here are in two languages, Dutch and French. So the outer of the tent is now roughly set up. What I can tell you is this thing is not the easiest to put up, but let's get the inner in and see what happens then. This is the tent fully constructed. I'll go through some of the details in a minute. As you can see, I haven't got it perfect. It's only time and experience will get that better. The one thing that annoys me about it really is the poles. Let's go around here and show you. The poles there just go into the ground. There's nothing on this here for it to locate into, and that makes it really difficult to set up. I don't know whether I can do anything to improve that, or it's just something I've got to get used to. As you can see, I haven't got all of it pegged out. No need for just a review. It's the side profile. So let's go inside then and have a look. So looking at the front then, the fly sheet has a big door that comes down. It can be either fully open as it is, or one side open and the other side closed. The zips here to get in, quite simple. I can do it one-handed. Go on. Not very easy to do one-handed. But there you go. So as you can see, it is dark in here, and that is because this is a blackout tent. We'll get inside and have a look. So I must have forgotten to switch the microphone on at this point, so I have to overdub this. So I'm 6 feet tall, and this is just about adequate for me. I would have liked it to have been a bit longer, but with better setup would be a little bit less saggy. So as you can see there, we got 3 little loops in the top for hanging lanterns and torches, that sort of thing. The other thing to note about this tent is you have at the head and foot end, you have 5 pockets, as you can see there. Another great feature of this tent is it is ripstop throughout. The inner, the fly, and indeed the ground sheet. So you can see there the blackout is a bit faded due to this being surplus. It has been used, you've got to expect a bit of wear and tear, but it's still very effective. The other thing to notice is there is a fly screens in the doors, which I didn't bother showing for some reason. And there's a great shot of the vestibule at the rear, plenty of room for your rucksack, your boots, and even to cook. So this tent is an outer pitch first. As you can see, the inner just clips in onto the poles. And this is great because you can set it up while it's raining without getting the inner wet. And you've got a great air gap. So it doesn't stand out too much. It's pretty good actually, quite surprisingly good. This time of the year the leaves are very yellow, which matches very well with the colours of the tent, which is really good. During the winter months it's always very dark anyway, so The camouflage isn't that important anyway. Any camouflage is better than none at all. So this is the Belgian jigsaw pattern, the m1999. This is the last variant of this camouflage pattern. Like most armies, the Belgians have gone to multicam. I think it's really nice actually. It is a bit Marmite, but I quite like it. So as you can see, I can just about sit up in here. My head is touching the inner just slightly, but it's not too bad actually. It's quite a low profile tent, so it's good. There's very little information on this tent out there, so hydrostatic head, I'd say it's probably about 3000 millimeters. It's all seam sealed throughout. It would benefit from a bit of reproofing. But the weight is 3.8 kilograms, so certainly not a lightweight tent, but it is military grade, so it's built pretty tough. So I don't mind using something which is heavier. I know it's going to stand up to all the stuff I'm going to put it through. Build quality is really good. It's double stitched throughout. So thanks for watching this review of the Belgian Army jigsaw tent. It's very much comparable with the US Army Eureka teacup. Similar sort of weight as well, but a lot cheaper, at only about £75. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. And if you want to see this tent being used in the field, please click the bell and select all. Cheers.